Try this again. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to Stretch with Dave. I'm Dave. Today we're going through a simple stretch video, so nothing complex. The last couple of weeks we've done the foam rolling, we've done targeting different areas. Today we're just going to go back to the basics. We have a beautiful day outside today, so if you can do this outside or if you're available to do that, please feel free to join me outside. Again, this is just simple body motions that we can do anywhere, anytime. The barriers are very minimal. So we're going to start with that forward fold combo I like so much. So what I do is I push my hips back, I just go back, draw my hands in front of my legs, and then I stop when I feel a 6 out of 10 stretch in my hamstrings. Stop the cat. And then we're going to stand up. We're going to pull back on my left fingers, arms overhead. Hips to the left, lean to the right. Hips to the right, lean to the left. All right, so we're going to do that again. From the front this time. Push my hips back. Get a little bit deeper this time. And we'll stand up, and this time pulling back on those right fingers, arms overhead. The left, lean to the right. Hips to the right, lean to the left. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. Again, we're not getting on the ground today at all, so no fear there. I'm pushing down on the left fingers, arms overhead. Same thing. Feel that stretch for the entire posterior chain. And this time, pushing down on those right fingers. And then nothing changes here. Good opportunity to stretch out that back and those lats. So we're going to do that warrior 1, warrior 2. I'm not a yogi, so I might butcher this, but essentially it's a hip flexor stretch, standing, and then we move into more of a lower body groin stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an exaggerated step forward with our right foot, right? I push my hips forward, get them right under my shoulder. That, if we imagine our hips as a bucket, I try to make sure that bucket's not spilling any water. And then arms in line with my ears. And I settle that left heel down. So I press that into the ground, push my hips forward so it's not spilling any water, and then just arms in line with the ears. That's simple. And then we're going to point left toe out, lean into that front leg, and then the arms are just in line with our shoulders, shoulder height, and we can look towards that right hand. We're going to step out of that. We're going to do a few arm swings. I'm going to get back on camera here. We're going to do a few arm swings, and I find for some people, they often find holding those 2 positions can be a little difficult. So we're just going to do some arm swings in between. That will allow you to loosen up. So this time we're going to take an exaggerated step forward with our left foot. Slight bend in the left leg. I push my hips forward, make sure that right heel is on the ground. And I just bring my arms in line with my ears. So I'll let you guys continue to hold that if you want. If you want more of a stretch in the hips and less in the calf where you're feeling it when you press that heel down, what you can do is you can take that exaggerated step, allow that heel to come up, really focus on pushing those hips forward. And then you'll feel a stretch more in your hip and less in your calf. So if you find that your hips are a little tight, maybe focus on this. The other way where we have this heel into the ground gets the calf as well, but it does take away a little bit from the hip stretch. Not that you're not stretching the hips as well. All right, so we're going to point that right toe out. Arms in line with shoulders, shoulder height. I'm going to just lean forward into that left leg. and we'll step out of it. Now we'll just do some arm swings again. Allow ourselves to loosen up in the chest and the shoulders. Continuing with loosening up in those chest and the shoulders, we're going to do our shoulder rotation. So I'll step a little closer. So I'm going to elevate my shoulders, retract them, elevate, retract, bring them down, and then forward again. And then I just smooth that out. We have more circles here. And really exaggerate every position. We'll switch positions now. So now I'm going forward. So now what I do is I retract, I elevate, I bring it forward and down. Again, really exaggerate that, try to get the motion going. We'll reverse once more. Go backwards now. All right. We have our triangle rotations, and normally we do these with a chair, but I'm going to show you that you can do them without a chair as well. So I just take that, half step forward with my right leg. Right hand is on my right leg for support. Left hand on the inside of my right knee, and then I'm just going to turn and open up. If you find this difficult on your shoulder, and it's difficult for you to do this, what you can do instead is you can, go into the same position, but you can go hand on ear and just rotate up from the elbow as far as you can, bring the elbow towards the knee, and that's a little easier on the shoulder. We'll switch sides here. Left leg forward, left hand on the left leg, right hand on the inside of the left knee, and then we just turn and open. Again, if that's difficult, hand on the ear, rotate, right? And we can do reverse triangles as well in this position. We're not going to today. I want to keep this one relatively light and breezy, just so you have something in the back of your pocket that if you ever feel like you just need some movement, this is here for you. So our side lunge lean, and we just take an exaggerated step to the right as if we were going to lunge, but instead of loading that leg, we just push the hips, right? So I've taken an exaggerated step to the right, push the hips to my right. And we're going to move through this one. We're going to keep it dynamic. Just add a little bit of, it's very minor, but a little bit of resistance training into the day. We're not doing a full lunge, but we're getting a bit of a stretch as well with this kickoff here. And you can take it as slow or as quick as you'd like here. The key is to keep that trail leg straight. That's where the stretch comes from. So keep that trail leg straight as I push the hips off to the side. All right, and our last four are our static stretches. So our handcuff stretch, shoulders back and down. I just grab my left wrist behind my back, get my chest up nice and proud. And we'll switch sides. And all I mean by that is now I've grabbed my right wrist. We have our standing quad next. I'm going to use the wall just because my balance feels very off today and I am very sore. So just grabbing the bottom of my foot, keeping my knee in line with the other knee, standing up nice and tall. That's the stretch that everybody's done. Don't think I need to explain it too much. Now we'll switch sides. standing calf stretch, I'm going to use this couch here, or you can use a wall. You can also just do it standing, right? You can just take that exaggerated step back, press that heel into the ground, and stand up nice and tall. If you have a wall or something that can support you, right, we can take that, I'm cutting off my head here, take that exaggerated step back while at a little bit of an angle, press that heel into the ground, and that will just amplify the stretch. Stretching calves always important. We have such tight calves. We'll switch sides. Even if you got little tiny calves like mine, it's important to stretch them. They can be the cause of a lot of problems in the knee, a lot of problems in the ankle, if they get a little too wound up. The other side of that is it's important to strengthen the frontal leg, the anterior tibialis. That's sort of the counter muscle to the calf. You can do that by walking on your heels, or there's various other exercises that you can do. Okay. Again, we're keeping it quick. We're just going to go right into that standing upper trap neck stretch. If you want to make this a little longer, you can always just do it twice. Right ear to right shoulder. I'm just going to gently pull down on the left arm. And that depression of the left shoulder is where the stretch comes from while you're bringing your right shoulder. And we don't hold that one too long. We just switch sides, left ear to left shoulder, pulling down on the right arm. Just ever so gently, right? Like it's just a gentle tug, nothing serious. And you can see that stretch, and you can probably feel that stretch right now. But you can certainly see it in my neck there, where it is stretching in the front. It's also stretching right here and a little in the back. All right, and that is it for Stretch with Dave. I hope you enjoyed that one. Quick, simple, can be done anywhere, no equipment. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me, shoot me a message, leave a comment, whatever it is, and I will get back to you and help you with that. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.